Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of misty morning and focus combination. I love it, guys. You know I love it. I hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, possibly a cup of coffee. Today we're going to be talking about Starlink, but what has happened with Elon Musk just recently. I did a report, it was about a week ago, when I said that Elon sent over a bunch of terminals to the Ukraine after they were attacked by Russia. And this was really good news. A lot of people came back to me with feedback and in the comment area was saying how this is fantastic that Elon would actually do this. Well, things aren't as good as we originally assumed. And the reason being, these terminals can be targeted by Russian air forces. So it's a problem, guys. It's a problem. But I want to get into it with you guys because I want to keep you up to date with what's going on with Starlink, as well as the war and how Elon is helping the Ukraine and what he's doing and where things are doing well, where things are not so well. Elon has tweeted out a warning. Now, I took a look at the Daily Wire as well as US News for information about this so that we get two viewpoints. It's all about the same, but I want to read some of this to you because once again, I want to make sure that you guys are informed. So over on US News, it states SpaceX chief Elon Musk warns that there is a high chance the company's Starlink satellite broadband service could be targeted in the Ukraine, which has been hit by Russian invasion. The warning came days after an internet security researcher warned that devices that use satellite communications could be beacons that Russia could target for airstrikes. Quote, important warning, Starlink is the only non-Russian communication system still working in some parts of the Ukraine, so probability of being targeted is high. Please use caution. This is what Elon Musk tweeted out the other day. He also tweeted out that he asked users to only turn on Starlink when needed and place antennas far away from people as possible. And, quote, place light camouflage over antenna to avoid visual detection. So these are a couple of things that Elon found to be factual, what this researcher came up with. And knowing that, he put out these tweets to the Ukraine government and to the Ukraine people that, hey, you need to be careful with these devices. This is the only communication that's available currently in certain areas of the Ukraine. So the Russian Air Force could simply target non-Russian traffic and see exactly where it is initiating. And they know that that is not their people. It is the opposing forces, let's say. Well, you don't want to get a bomb launched straight into your antenna. Now, they continue in this article what I spoke about in my last video regarding this. They say on Saturday, Musk said that Starlink was activated in the Ukraine and SpaceX was sending more terminals to the country, responding to a tweet by the Ukraine government official to ask Musk to provide the embattled country with Starlink stations. Now, on Monday, the Ukraine said that it received donated Starlink satellite internet terminals, but an internet security researcher warned these could be Russian targets. This researcher said in about 15 tweets that Russia has had decades of experience hitting people by targeting their satellite communications. So this is where we need to be careful, especially with these uplinks that Starlink is providing. Now, the Prime Minister of the Ukraine did thank Elon for sending over the terminals, and he said, thank you for keeping our cities connected and emergency services saving lives. So that's really cool. He's recognizing it, and they actually showed the backside, as you can see, of this truck filled with these Starlink terminals. But he also said was that the country needs generators to keep Starlink service online due to Russians' attack on their infrastructure. So obviously they're not having power in all portions of the Ukraine, and some of these hardest hit areas, no power means no uplink, no Starlink anyways. Now, in response, Elon Musk said that SpaceX was going to update their software and reduce the peak power consumption so that Starlink can be powered from a car cigarette lighter. That is really cool. Just like that, they make these changes. Also, what he said was, quote, mobile roaming is enabled. Remember, we've been talking about this, guys, for a while. Everyone has been asking me, like, hey, can I take this Starlink service to this place and to that place, to my country house, and then over to here? And I keep saying, no, it's geo-locked. There is no mobile roaming. Well, according to Elon, he said he just unlocked mobile roaming, I guess, for all of theirs over there. So phased area antennas can maintain signal while on moving vehicles, is what he said. So Tim Farr, one of the consultants for the satellite communications, said Starlink antennas, which look like home satellite TV dishes, are not designed to be used while in motion. And it is not clear what Musk meant by the tweet. Listen, I don't know what he's a satellite communications. This is not rocket science. What Elon Musk means here is by unlocking them and allowing them to be able to be moved from location to location. That is what he's saying. He's not saying that you can drive through the desert and just have this thing point. No, that's not it. What that means is it is now mobile ready. It can be mobile roaming, let's call it, so that you can take it like you guys have asked me. Yes, you can take it from your farm over to your city location to your warehouse somewhere else, because it will be geo unlocked at that point. So it will be able to mobile roam. So yes, you're not going to be speeding down the highway with this thing. That's not what it's made for. But when you get from location to location, you can turn it back on. It will then find the satellites and you will have that uplink. Also, by lowering the peak power consumption, that means that it can be run on a cigarette lighter. So technically, they could use this in a mobile type of setting. So I don't know what this guy is saying here. He's supposed to be a satellite communication expert. It's kind of stupid, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stupid. Anyways, the article continues. Russia and the Ukraine have agreed on the need to set up a humanitarian corridor and a possible ceasefire around them for fleeing civilians. Both sides agreed to this after talks on Thursday, in their first sign of progress on any issues since the invasion, which Moscow calls a special operation. Special operation. So this is what's going on over here. I'm going to show you a couple of the tweets that came directly from Elon, just so you can see exactly what he said. Also, I want to know what your thoughts are on this. Do you think that this is a smart thing for Elon to do, or do you think that this could be a negative if we end up seeing people getting hurt by using this system? For me, I think that it's like a double-edged sword, right? If you have to have emergency communications and they've knocked out all of your communications, well, this is like the only thing that you have left. Bear in mind right now, the wire, all right, the communication wire from the antenna to that router is either 75 feet long, or if you buy the extended version, 150 feet long. So that's as far as you're going to be able to get this antenna away from you, is 150 feet. And that's if they sent over the 150-foot cables. I would bet they probably only sent the 75-foot cables. So that's not that far away. The only thing that they could do, this is just me just thinking here, is be able to put the unit 75 feet away and then have that router in the next place, 75 feet from that, and then have that Wi-Fi that's on there repeated down the road a piece, let's say. Because chances are they're not going to be locking on to the Wi-Fi, they're going to be locking on to that uplink, all right? So you could technically get this unit further away by putting together a mesh network. They're not going to target the mesh. Once again, they're going to target that antenna, that uplink. So that is a means for them to be able to get things further away. That's me just thinking of this. If you guys come up with other solutions, let me know, let everyone know below, because I think it's an interesting topic. And I do think that it is very, very important. And seeing that Elon is trying to help out the people of the Ukraine, I think that's awesome. I really, really do. There's a lot of really rich people out there that have billions and billions of dollars that do nothing ever of value. The only thing that they do is they do a little bit of charity here and there, and that's only right around tax season. Why? You know, so I like to see him actually doing something that's helpful for a people that are currently in need. It's awesome. I want to know your thoughts. In the comment area below this video, please put your thoughts, put your suggestions. Let me know what you think. Let everyone know what you think. Anyways, if you enjoyed this even a little bit, please throw it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. And subscribe to the channel for more Starlink coverage, as well as video and photo. That's what we do here. Photo, video, and tech all day, every day. Well, let's say 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week. Also, click this little button over here so when I go live or when a new video comes out, you will be notified of it immediately. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years, and hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you all.